So, Declan, we're speaking about, what, 36 hours after the Wolves game? Head still spinning a little bit? Are you still processing that?
Yeah, really, really difficult to process in the moment. I think right now I processed it, digested it. Obviously, because we have such a big game on Sunday, we can't dwell on the other night too much. But from our standards, it was to be 2-0 up with half an hour to play. You know, you've seen us in games this season, we either go on to win that 3 or 4, or we see the game out of 2-0. So to come back and for them to come back and draw 2-2 was sickening and very, very disappointing in the end.
Can you put your finger on what happened in that last sort of half an hour?
We just stopped doing the basics.
Why?
I don't know. It's easy for people to say, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. In a game of football, it swings both ways all the time. We ended up getting into the game they wanted to play, which was duels, long balls, giving them silly fouls. They kept putting the ball in the box, so we're constantly on the back foot. We didn't really get a foothold in the game after the goal, which is what's disappointing, because at 2-0 up, you think we're going to walk away with it. Yeah. But look, it's one of them things. Mistakes happen in football. It's part of the journey that we're on. It's never going to be like plain sailing every single week. Obviously, it was a real kick in the teeth because it was 3 points that were there for you. But that doesn't stop what we want to go for and what we want to achieve, you know. And that's why, you know, yesterday I was still thinking about the game. But I've come in today and I feel, you know, really more relaxed about it, just because, not about the result, but just in terms of my mindset and things like that.
But you have to move on, right?
Yeah, you have to move on. And obviously with the game that's coming next and the week after, we need to be ready for that.
When you've had a bad day or a disappointing result, do you have a process for moving on? Like, what are you like after the game? How are you the next day? How do you handle it?
The manager's really, really good at calming down situations. You see a lot of talk of, what's it going to be like in the changing room? What are players going to be saying to each other? Like, us as players, trust me, if you were in there the other night, you would see how much it means to us. Yeah. And that's the level we need to be at, because if you want to win stuff, you need to be able to demand stuff of each other and say truths in the moment, you know. I've had them done to me, you know, other players have had them done to themselves in their time, and that's just part of trying to build a winning culture. And I think that's where the manager, like I said, comes in, because he comes in always from different angles and puts a perspective on things, and, you know, is really calm. And obviously yesterday we had a day off to clear our minds, obviously, and then now we're going into Spurs and we're going to be ready.
So go on then, you touched on it there. Take us into that changing room in the moments after that Wolves game. It was volatile, was it?
I think from the moment I come in to the moment where we're at now, I've seen a big difference in terms of after games and